Hey guys, welcome to Clockwork and Noodles for another breakdown of nothing, because I am watching anime, but I am still being really slow on the processing. But I have got 5 shows on the go now, so I can happily say that I am watching a few. And there's a few really good ones out there. Some really nice animation on a show called Blue Box. Is that the name of the show in English? Animation and editing and artwork on it, so maybe check that one out. Of course, there is obviously Dan. I'm falling out of love with the OPs, EDs on that one, so maybe not so much those, but I still think it's a interesting show with an interesting premise. There's some really nice songs, OPs, EDs on Yakuza Boyfriend. That one I thought I was really gonna like, but man, I don't like the guy at all. I do not like him. I get it, they're both supposed to be quite bad people, but he's a notoriously bad person, and I know the aim of the game is to make him fall in love with you and then break up with him and hurt him in like a year. I don't know, I just not keen on him. But the OPED definitely slaps. I would definitely recommend that if I'm talking about OPs, EDs for the season. No, I don't think she's running any smoother. I have a add-on on OBS and it's just not helping at all. I think Iona is just slow forever. It is going to be something I need to physically look into properly. But I want to do some more quick questions related to Japan, interesting stuff, Japan content and living here. My first thing I want to talk about is actually the recycling nature of Japan. I know this ends up being a topic of hair pulling out and people getting stressed over this kind of stuff. And it's tough. It varies prefecture to prefecture, literally. Like, you could be in my prefecture of Saga and half the city's doing one thing, half the city's doing another thing. There's a person I know who is in Saga still. They're outside of Saga, kind of the city itself, and they have to write their name on everything. I don't, so everything's a little bit different. With this, all I can say is there are English guides. Just check them out if you are staying in place for, I don't know, a week or two. Probably best to make sure you're not doing anything wrong, because recycling is important. I was told the main reason why recycling is a bit of a headache here is because they have very old infrastructure where they can't cope like in the West where we just burn everything. It's different here where they can't sort and process. You have to kind of put non-burnable in one bag, put non-burnable in burnable in this one. So it's a little bit different in that sense. Oh God, I'm so itchy. Really itchy. It looks like I'm itching my boob. I am not. Yeah, so that is the main reason why I'm told of the craziness when it comes to recycling. I have burnable plastic recycling bottles, non-burnable, and can, but I haven't worked that one out. We also do paper and cardboard as well. That is on the same day as cans, I think. It's strange. It's a thing that I'm kind of getting used to, but yeah, it's a bit of a headache. Japan is notorious for its recycling. I would also say as well, if you are a tourist coming to Japan, prepare to find no bins. If you are drinking, lucky enough, let's say you go to a vending machine, you buy a drink and it's in a plastic bottle, just find another vending machine because there's always a bottle like bin by most of them if you want to get rid of your bottle. If you buy anything from a conveni, you're kind of stuck with it till you go back home. So that is just a thing for me, you're going to have to deal with. It took me a while, and I do tend to take a bag now with me if I do have like rubbish that needs to come home with me. Influences what I buy. I'm like, do I really want to be dragging this around with me all day? So sometimes I do find that the bin situation does influence what I buy in Japan. Talking again about recycling, I'm trying to stay on this very green topic of recycling today. When you go into a supermarket and let's say you buy a hand soap with the dispenser bottle, you will also notice they sell refill bags of the liquid. So keep your dispenser unit, and it's cheaper to just buy the liquid in bulk to put it back in. They do this for detergent, they do this for soap, they do this for most cleaning fluids. It's just they're trying to stop you buying multiple spray bottles that you don't need and just throwing them in the trash. Trying to be green about it, which I actually kind of appreciate. They also do it for shampoo, and I've recently just ran out, so I had to find a brand that I kind of recognized over here because I knew I wasn't going to get the one I wanted in time, so I just bought one, and it's actually doing really nice things for my hair. It really smells nice. I'm just going to sniff my hair. Sniffing my hair. Senpai. I don't have too much because the only question I kind of got was, yeah, I know, Iona's running slow. She runs really slow. If anybody has any ideas on how to make her run not like at 0 frames per second, lay them in the comments, because you could be the savior of Iona, because she's very laggy. And currently we run it on OBS, and it's running via a program called Iona or something. So Iona is caught in a different program that is then streamed via OBS. I got the Spout add-on because my friend was like, oh yeah, this is going to help. I don't think it's working. So I don't know if anyone wants to help me with that. So maybe it's a graphics card thing. I don't know, but this is a new computer. I'm aware Iona runs really, really slow. It's always been a thing with Iona, but I also would rather give you Iona than my face, because my face is not, it's a face for radio, and I also don't want to put it out there. It's Iona or nothing. But we're talking about Japan, and it's amazing. I have plans. I guess my next big goal is to get myself to Hashima Island, or is it Itoshima? Those are the two like next plans for me. I want to get onto one of those abandoned islands. Both of them are abandoned because of coal. I guess once Japan decided it wanted to go green, I think in this program is going back to being green. Japan decided it wanted to cut down on its coal usage. Both Itoshima and Hashima, they both cut down on their coal. They turned into kind of ghost towns. Itoshima is bigger and has still got people living there, but it's like, no, it's not. It's like a ghost town. You can like walk around and there's nothing going on. I've also been told, quite scarily, they leave the lights just on. It's always the cars have the right of way and pedestrians just never cross, but it is fascinating that they do that. So at some point, that is my next goal, to get onto some of those abandoned islands. I want to do Okinawa at some point. I want to do everything. My goal is just to hit everywhere I can. I don't know what order it's going to be, and I don't know when, but I am starting to go. I need to start moving. I need to start getting things done, because I don't actually know like how long it's going to take otherwise. So I don't want this to take forever. My goal is to hit every prefecture. So far, favorite prefecture, tough. It's so tough. It's between Oita, because Oita is rural, very pretty. It really fits my idea of a rural Japan and spirited away kind of thing. I'd like to go back to Oita at some point. Let's just say Oita. Okay, for now the winner is Oita. But it probably will change. I'm expecting at some point to fall in love with Okinawa. I'm expecting to see some really pretty places like Gunma. Gunma is meant to be really, really pretty in the mountains. So both are prefectures that I would like to see and do more in. That's all. Today's vibe, of course, was recycling, because recycling is important. Hell yeah. Make sure you recycle, guys. Let me know in the comments below, of course, if you have any questions relating to the channel, anime, or Japan. And I will be doing a breakdown at some point. I don't know what I want to break down. I could do another Dan, but it didn't really get like the biggest hits anyway, so I don't know what I want to do next. But keep an eye out on this space, because anything's possible. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.